Hello and welcome to all the ghouls and vampires out there. I'm Joe, and I'm back with another 5 minute review. This one's not exactly a Valentine's season special, as it was recommended to me, not because of that, but in spite of that. It was recommended to me by Tom Hyland, a friend of mine, and someone who's appeared on some of my other channels and whatnot. But, anyways, Deep Rising is a movie from 1998 by the excellent director Stephen Sommers, whom delivered a series of classics in the 90s, from Jungle Book to Deep Rising to The Mummy to The Mummy Returns, and I would argue from 2004, I think, Van Helsing. Sommers was a world-class director, an amazing guy when it came to directing horror. And his Deep Rising movie showcases a lot of tropes and ideas that are still used today, and likely he got them from other films. But the thing is, between the tension, the just the sheer excitement of the film, and the deep set horror in there, I don't think anyone could have quite directed such a film such as him. Although that said, I do have a criticism. I like the high adventure and the romance that one tends to find in his Mummy, The Mummy Returns, and even Jungle Book. In these stories, he often includes a great deal of more tension between a certain male and female lead in each film. And what he also tends to do is showcase his archetypes really well. And here, strangely enough, there are less survivors in this film than there are in some of his other flicks. And that's an interesting choice, as this film operates almost like a slasher on steroids. And in his Mummy movie, or Mummy movies, you have the main family that tends to survive in most of them, along with the occasional friend or two, such as Ardeth Bay. Whereas in the Jungle Book movie, you have Sam Neill's character who survives, you have John Cleese who survives, and you have Mowgli and his love interest Kate who survive. So here, though, you only have three survivors. That is to say, Joey, played by the same actor as Benny, who's, as always, excellent. His girlfriend doesn't survive, sadly, as I say sadly because she was a really good character. I really liked her. But you have, in turn, Finnegan and Frank Jansen's character. These three survive at the end. By the way, spoilers. I know. It was made in 1998, and I still have to say spoilers. But the rest of the crew die. Now, the story is you have a bunch of seeming mercenaries who hire a ship and its crew to take them over into the sea, into unknown parts. And the thing is, there's a cruise ship in that area. Cruise ship head hired the mercenaries to raid his own ship because he wanted to collect on the insurance money. Naturally, there's some sort of weird octopus Cthulhu monster that starts slaughtering the passengers. And before you know it, everybody's dead, and this thing is trying to digest anyone it comes across. So the crew have to get in, get out, because they don't know initially what's in there. And by the time they get out, they decide, no, not worth it. And of course, at the end, they end up on a certain island that has a certain giant monkey that tends to live on it. So as this was a backdoor prequel of sorts into King Kong. And arguably, I actually think that maybe what should have happened is that Sommers should have gotten his Deep Rising sequel and gotten his Kong movie. He's one of the few directors who could probably pull off such a flick and just make it memorable, and who would get me to actually be willing to watch it, because I'm not a big King Kong fan. But this movie was quite good. As for what I'd rate it, I'm not really one for ick factors, and he brings in the ick factor, like in his Mummy movie. But the tension, the excitement, the horror, but also the fun that comes with a Sommers flick is all there. So I'm going to say this is a solid 3. Because remember, it's 0 to 5, and we have 3, which is a good, healthy, great movie. So don't forget to smash that like, that subscribe button if you enjoyed this video, and to also go check out my Substack where I write tons of articles and even novels.